everyone. Yes, I'm filming on my phone as you can tell. By the time my battery on my camera charge is like done charging, it's already gonna be nighttime, and then it's like I only have a lamp in my room because this light over here, right here, my room light, won't even um turn on. So as I'm about to say, I saw both of that Zach, which I subscribe to, and OJ Stellar's videos. Um, they really both inspired me to make this video because it's like, does being gay actually suck? Like, does it actually? It kind of does. I'm not gonna deny that it kind of does. There's so many ignorant people out there that just hate on the LGBTQ plus community and just want to make their life miserable. It's that, but the second one too is um it's also gays themselves that make other gay lives miserable too. So it's like you would think, oh okay, hey, like, you're gay. Oh my gosh, I'm gay. Oh my gosh, oh, like, but in the end, you'll find out they're gonna make your life miserable as well too. So it's like, okay, I thought you're supposed to be on my side. I thought you're supposed to have my back. Ay, ay, ay. I can't stand the fact that I've had so many gay friends and even relationships and hookups and whatever. But it's like you would think like even today like I would still be talking to them, but no, I'm not. I do have I don't don't get it twisted. I do have maybe one, maybe two friends that are in the community, but other than that, I just like before then it used to be a whole lot of mm, straights and then gays, and then it's like, but then next thing you know you're being thrown under the bus by some gays. It's like, how we gonna be on the same team, and then out of nowhere you're gonna just be nah, I can't fuck with you anymore, like um you're just eh to me, like I need something better, like it's does that kind of hurts. I've had someone that actually said that to me, like I need someone better, like wow, okay, sorry I couldn't be better, like I could have done plastic surgery, and my younger self would have been that naive to do plastic surgery for someone um that I guess had a big crush on. I actually would have done plastic surgery just so I could be with them. Like I was having dreams where like I was like at the plastic surgeon just telling them what to do, and like honestly like I actually like the fact that I had dreams like that was ugh, I just can't believe I'm glad I'm grown up now, like well slightly grown up. I'm still like I'm not even 30 yet. I just have one more year. Yikes. But I don't even think I'll be a full grown up when I start 30. So I'm not saying 30 is old, but I'm just saying like there's so much like I really wish I had more gay friends, to be honest. But all majority of them were just fake. Some of them have blocked me out of nowhere, and never told me the problem. And then it's funny enough, I had someone that blocked me, never told me the problem, but then out of the blue unblocks me. So you unblocked me, okay, but you still haven't re-followed me back. So what's going on here? What, you want to see what I'm doing now? Like, I don't get it. Okay. Um, I've had a gay friend that, I don't know, I think we like the same person, and then out of the blue, they just stopped talking to me. Okay. What's the. We're friends. Like, okay, like, but we both, like, so what if we like the same. Like, I don't get it. Can someone just make, like, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense. And most of this was during high school. Trust and believe, most of this was during high school. I had a friend. I don't know where. Me and this friend were actually, like, we met on Tinder actually, but we were actually supposed to. I guess, like, we actually went on dates, to be honest, but then we ended up becoming just friends. And I'm just like, because I remember this one time he was just like, okay, you know what? Um, I need to tell you something. And at this moment, I'm kind of like I actually have a big crush. You know, like, I kind of am feeling you a bit. Like, what do you have to tell me? Like, you know, like, I'm really feeling you. And that's all in my head. I'm just like saying, like, I'm really feeling you, but what do you have to say? Because, like, and at that moment, part of me was like, oh my gosh, is this person gonna say, like, they don't want to see me anymore? Blah blah blah. Can we be friends? That's what he says, and I'm like, of course, because every person I seen on Tinder has always said that to me if we go on a date, and let's say I guess in my, like, to me the date would be fine, but then I guess to them the date wouldn't. I don't know. Some of them would say majority of them would say let's be friends, and then never talk to me ever again. Or some of them would actually say let's be friends and actually be my friend. Now, let's talk about this person that I was just talking about. This one actually said that, and we actually became friends. I was like, so I'm like, okay. It's so funny too, because it's like we were actually like good friends. We hung out all the time. There was times when this person was like actually going through stuff, and I would literally, like, every time they would call me or like text me and like tell me like they're going through stuff and they need, you know, someone or whatever, um I would like leave my home ASAP and just go and, like, you know, make sure, like, you know, they're like, I would literally do stuff like that and just make sure they're okay. So that's why I don't understand why this friendship that we have or had just like seems to be like whatever. Now, as we became friends, it was actually a very good friendship. That's the first time anyone on Tinder has ever said that to me and stuck by it. I can't even count how much um clubs and like parties we've gone to. I can't even count. I can't even count. I'm like, I can't. Me and this person were such good friends, And I really appreciated it until the point where it was like, I started to notice, like, okay, you're not really speaking to me much. You're hanging out with other people, but and I'm not really jealous, to be honest, but you are hanging out with other people, and you do have a thing where you can be quite shady. So it's like seeing you not really speak to me much again, and now you're hanging out with these other people and stuff. And but yeah, it's whatever. So I remember I think I texted this person, hey, and I was like, what's up? Let's hang out or whatever. And I never got a response, I think. I'm not sure. But we've we've done so much. It's crazy how much events we went to, and it doesn't make any sense how that friendship just was like this person ended up getting engaged and then married, which I'm happy for them, but at the same time it's um like you nowadays is like we have each other in social media still, but it's like it doesn't make any sense that they don't even like any of my pictures even though I like their pictures. And mind you, let me just say this too. I hope this person isn't watching. I really hope not. But this person actually used to get so upset that they will never ever in their life meet someone and blah blah blah. And I always had to console them and be like, tell them straight up and be like, "No, it's okay. You will get someone. Don't worry, don't worry." And it's like in my mind too. At the same time, I'm like, "You could have got me, bitch. You could have got me." But you instead wanted us to be friends, even though you still have me, but just as a friend. But you kind of got me. So I'm just like, I don't know, like it just didn't make any sense to me, honestly. But yeah, so that friend I had, I don't know, like they just never really messaged me anymore, and I was just like, you know what, like I'm not a person that chases after people. Like if you want to ghost me, I that's fine with me. Like do you, it's whatever. Like I'm a type of person, like if you message me, I will message you back. And it's like most of these gay friends I had in the past have never really um have always been like shady in a way towards me. And it's like you do know I had your back. That was long for me to talk about that one gay friend that, well, that was intended to be a date, but now is the now we're not even speaking. But that person's married. Like wow. And I've always hoped for that person to get married too. And it's like, what the F? Like, why'd you ghost me? And then why? Because now you have a man now. You don't need to talk to me. Or, like, you could still have a gay friend, but you could also have a husband as well too. Like, I don't understand. But there's this relationship I had in high school. I don't know if many of my friends remember this. I because I've kept it to my it's mostly because I've kind of forgot about it, but at the same time I just I just don't really think about it anymore just because it's not really sort of relationship in a way. I don't know. But yeah. Um it's just that it ended really quickly just because they kind of lived far from where I lived. And then it was also the, oh, come to this event, come to this, no, like, come to this party, we're doing shots here and stuff like that. And I'm just like, it was even at a time where my mom was even like extremely strict to a point where it's like, oh, I can't really stay out that late, and I can't also do have homework. Trust me, homework, what I did have homework, I have work. Like, there's so much going on with me. There's so much going on that it's like, I think that even to put a wedge between our relationship, but it really didn't make me, I don't know, like, it just, there's so much going on in my life at that time. So I was just like, you know what, like, I can't. And I think he just got irritated himself as well and just said, "Hey, let's just stop this and just be friends or whatever." And I'm like, "Sure, whatever." But yeah, I've done hookups throughout my high school years, but I've been in a relationship. I think this is after the pandemic that um I got into a relationship. Yeah. I really can't stand that person. Our relationship for like that long, for like the 5 years, was really off and on. So, and this was after this started after high school. So when ended high school, and there's like a couple of years going on, like I was still seeing other people or whatever, but I ended up seeing my ex on a dating site, maybe. Yeah, obviously, because where else were we seeing each other? Um, but yeah, I had my ex was actually real. Like, our relationship was actually going well during our first year, and then I think we broke up for something. This person just wanted to be friends. You know what's funny? This person actually broke up with me at a bus stop. So, I mean, like, you would think, okay, that's a red flag. You broke up with me at a bus stop and said the let's be friends while you were about to get on the bus. So it's like, okay, like, not only there's a couple people there and you're about to get on the bus and you're saying, okay, but let's be friends. Um, a lot of people already know that I just got dumped, but I was told we're going to be friends, which we were never. You see, the funny part about our relationship is that every time we broke up, like had our off and ons, we have never ever spoken that much. Like, we've never even spoken to each other. And after we broke up, like, multiple times, during the multiple times when I wasn't seeing him, I actually was seeing other people. Yeah, I was seeing other people. So it's like, what do you do? Like, because it's like, duh, like, it's like, and also too, it's like I was young and horny. I'm still am horny and young. I hope so. Like I said before, I don't chase after people. So if you break up with me, I'm gonna go see someone else. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna fucking wait until you decide to text me again hey, let's talk, let's fix this, let's do this, let's like da 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 da. You would think me, this is because I've actually had so much faith in this person despite the red flags this person was giving me. You would think I actually would have like not even agreed to, like, even after the second time, you would think I would actually not not gone for a third time, a fourth time, and a fifth time. You think I would have fucking stopped it, but I didn't. So during those off and ons, yeah, I saw other people. I'm not gonna wait for you. Like, I'm not chasing after you. I'm gonna go see other people too. Go, well, I wasn't really in relationships, but I was on dates. I just did multiple dates actually. I did dates. There are some dates, there are some hookups, did those. Who cares? Like, who cares? Like, why wait for you? I have to think about myself first before. And I'm not trying to be selfish here, but it's like I do have to think about myself. I do have to. I can't just like only think about you and just like f myself, like leave myself to the dust. It's just crazy. It was just super crazy that I had all of these like dates during our off and ons every year. Like, we would date for a good amount of months, and then we'll just like out of nowhere, like he would just like be like, okay, you know what, like I think we should just take a break. Like, after like our last breakup, yeah, we'll never ever ever date. Sorry. This person sent me a picture of tickets to go to a carnival called the CNE. We were supposed to um go on a certain date. We had the date planned 2 weeks prior. Two weeks prior. Okay? Did you hear me say that? 2 weeks prior. And it sounded like Steve Urkel there. No shade to him, but I'm just saying. I sounded, yeah, but anyways, yeah. So I had my clothes planned. Like I was figuring out, okay, what do I wear for my man? Like blah blah blah, blah blah blee. Like, oh my gosh, like it's gonna be so like ah. So I had my clothes planned. But this person decided on that day to do the most. Ugh, I was so like pissed off. And we had the biggest fight. They've used personal stuff about me, and just threw me under the bus about it, knowing how it makes me feel, just even talking about it. And I didn't like how that person did that. And, but yeah, let's talk about the day before that day. Sorry. Okay? Let's talk about the day before that day. Trying to get at my face. Okay. I didn't like how I was on Instagram that night, and I was just randomly, like, I don't know, like I think my friend was messaging me or something, I don't know. So I saw that my quote unquote bae was posting stories. So I'm like, okay, this person's posting stories, but they didn't respond to my last message. That's weird. So yeah. So I looked at the stories and I noticed they're at I it took me a while to notice because they were taking so much pictures, but they took pictures in a way that I probably, I guess, to not make me know that they were there, but I already figured it out. And little do I find out, because they actually then took a picture of something that um you would already know you're at the exhibition. And I was just like, "Oh, really?" Like in my mind I was like, "Oh, really? Like you're at the exhibition already? Like I thought me and you were supposed to go the next day, right?" So, when it became the next day, the day we're supposed to go, I had had my clothes planned. Like it was already there, like just laid out, ready for me to put on and go meet my bae at the time. I think I said, "Are we still gonna go to the CNE today?" And then they texted me, "I'm tired." Just bluntly like that, like, "I'm tired." And I'm like, "Okay, I guess we'll go another day this week." And they said, "Yeah, sure," or something like that. So that pissed me off. So then I guess the next day came. I think it was all on a Thursday that we fought. And I remember like, oh, like I remember cussing them out hard. Like I was so pissed off, but I can't really remember all the words other than they were really using personal stuff and throwing me under the bus about shit. And it's like I would have never done that to you, knowing how you would have felt just about it. Like I would have never done that, but for you to go ahead and do that, like it just so at first, you know what's funny? Let me just say this. When before we started again, they were the one that were messaging me. And at first they were just saying, "Hey, let's just be sex buddies." And I was just like, "Okay." But then I get another text like 20 minutes later asking, "Hey, you know what? Let's be serious. I really miss you," and blah, 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 blah. And I said, "I miss you too." And that's how that relationship started. Or like no, like that's how the last one started. It took them a week to block me off Instagram. I'm like, "Okay. You mean to tell me after that big fight, like one of our biggest fights ever, you mean to tell me that you it took you a whole week to then decide to block me?" So the dates that I've had while I was in my breakup era, those dates were actually real nice, but some of them were just, it's like like why am I here? I've been catfished twice. Um, I made videos about that in the past. I've, but yeah, I don't understand. I wish I could do the dance. Um, that Bad Girls Club thing. I don't understand. I can't even do it. I fucking love that reunion. I don't understand. I don't. I'm sorry, that just made my day. Just I don't understand. It goes like this, and then you're supposed to go like, "I don't understand. I don't understand." I think I did it right. But yeah. Okay, let me talk about two dates. One that was bad and one that was actually um, good, but then it ended up, yeah. Okay, so the one of my worst dates I've ever had is this person that I've known prior to knowing my ex. Like I've actually went on a date with this person before seeing my ex, but we ended up just like becoming friends and yeah, or like friends, I don't know, but we never talked. So it never made sense. So I think after maybe the third breakup I had with my ex, I ended up seeing um this person again. I don't know. It's weird. And I just was like, was it the third breakup? I can't remember. Third or fourth. I can't remember. Either way, this was the worst breakup, or not breakup. This was the worst date of my life. Like it was during the winter, and I remember this person that I went on a date with prior seeing my ex. Um we it's so funny too because they drive and they actually remembered where I lived. Like I was like it was crazy. Like they actually and they came in the same spot, parking spot, because like my whole like I said, I'm in an apartment building. It has a parking lot. They came in that same space. I'm like, okay. So me and this person, I think we started talking again. I think we met on a dating site again. And we just were like, hey, again, like, what's up? You know, blah, 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 blah. Like, they're like, oh, I haven't seen you in so long and stuff. Do you want to go on a date and stuff? They asked me to go on a date, just to let you know. They asked me to go on a date. I didn't say shit. Well, I did say something afterwards, but I'm just saying, like, I wasn't the one that asked. Like, they were the one that asked. So, I obviously said, yeah, yeah, because, like, you're actually in my. I thought you're such a nice guy. Like, what? Sure, like, whatever. So I think that day comes, they park in the same spot, like at the parking lot. I'm at the street, and I'm like, hey, I'm outside. Where are you? Like, blah 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 blah. They're like, I'm at your apartment building. I'm like, I don't see you, because I know their car and stuff, and um, I was like, where are you? Like, and then they sent me a picture, and then I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're actually in that same spot that I was just like, are you kidding me? Like they took a picture and I was like, I recognized it, the wall, and I was like, oh my gosh, they're right there. Let me just quickly go down there and just yeah. So get to the parking lot and I was like, hey, like like they open the door. I was like, hey, and oh, I hate their car though, because like every time I guess I got a little taller, but the it last time I got in their car, it was fine. But this time when I got in their car, like they had to really push that seat back because like I guess I got a little taller. Because I could, the minute I got in that car and I was trying to sit down, like, and I sat down, like, my foot, like, it was so cramped. I was like, what the fuck? Like, so they really had to push that seat back. I was like, damn, okay. in my mind, I was like, I can't believe they still have this car. But okay, it's not a bad car. But I was like, okay. At first, they did say, yeah, okay, we're gonna go to this art gallery. Now, they're the ones that asked me to go on this date. So I was like, okay, sure. Because, like, I don't, like, honestly, like, I think you're really cool, like, and handsome and just, So I was like, okay, fine. I didn't, understand right when we got to the art gallery. This person literally was in front of me as we were getting in line to get inside the art gallery. And so they get it, like, they pay for their stuff. And in my mind, I was like, because, like, at first I thought, okay, they're going to obviously pay for me. Like, this is an expensive ticket to get inside. So I was just like, okay, like, you're all the way at the far end with a ticket, and I'm still here. Okay, okay, fine, fine. I'll just, I'll just pay for myself. I don't mind, like, I don't mind seeing, nice, you know, artsy stuff. I don't mind. I agreed to come with you here. So, and then after we'll go to a restaurant, a diner. So, yeah, I don't mind. But you would think at the diner, this, you know what, let me just get to what happened at the art gallery. So after the art gallery, after I had to pay and then whatever, we're walking around, we're looking at some artsy stuff. And some of them I was like really like, okay, this is nice like to look at. Um I didn't understand why um there's this one, okay, so there's this one person that came, was like looking at stuff too or whatever. And I guess he goes up to the guy or something and just asks a question about, like, I guess they were just talking about this art in the art gallery. And I'm in my mind like, okay, they're just talking, whatever. But then um it's like, okay, now I'm not starting to notice you're kind of, in a way, flirting. Now you're even giving your Instagram. They're like exchanging Instagrams. Actually, I think I don't know if it was phone numbers or Instagrams. But they were like, "Yeah, you should talk to me a little. You should talk to me more. We can talk more about this. Oh my gosh, this is about what was in the art gallery at the time, because the art gallery does switch up arts and stuff. So yeah, and I'm just there like they're talking and talking and talking. I'm like far away from them, and then they just walk away. Like they literally like it was so awkward. And that was like the number one red flag. Actually, I shouldn't do that. I should do this. Number one red flag. So I was just like, okay, of the date. So I was like, okay, one red flag. Cool. The second red flag was when we stepped out of the art gallery. I think they actually, you know what? No. During that whole red flag for the art gallery, this person actually flirted with two people there. That's kind of fucking whack, to say the least. But whatever, it's a date. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's like, you know me for a long time now, and it's like we were trying to reconnect and trying to restart something here between us, and it's like, I don't get why you're doing this to me, but whatever. So they flirted with two people. We ended up leaving. What happens when we leave? Ice rain. Bitch. licked. I didn't lick the ice rain. I looked at the I looked before going on this date that if it was gonna be any ice rain or whatever. They never said anything close to ice rain, and mind you, they never even said it was gonna snow. It had snow from previous days, but it never said it was gonna be ice rain. The ice rain just came out of nowhere. I didn't have the shoes that to like I wasn't wearing boots. Like I had like are you kidding me? And I was wearing these shoes that I just bought and I'm just like, "Oh my gosh, like oh my gosh, like these shoes are gonna get damaged. Like I just spent a good amount on these shoes. Like, oh my gosh, these shoes are gonna get damaged, whatever." I'm thankfully they didn't because the where this person parked, we were able to get inside the car quickly and go all the way to the diner. Now the diner is the place where I um kind of was like even more pissed off. But yeah, mind you, can I just say this? Even in the art gallery, just before this person flirted with two other people, we were making out a whole lot in the art gallery when there was no one around. So I didn't understand why this person went around flirting with other people, like being a whole slut. Like I don't understand. But yeah. Um so anyways, like we get to the diner, parking for the diner. It's just like a little square. Oh my gosh, of cars. Thankfully we got a spot. But uh the ice rain actually ended up stopping a little bit. Like it like kind of it was still going on a little bit, but it wasn't really like it was just little driplets. Like it was just fine. It was like but it was intense when we left that art gallery. I don't know if that's a sign that I shouldn't be with this person. I think that was the sign, I think. Um what else happened? Oh, so we're inside the diner and we find a table. This diner actually was like it had hardly anyone there at the time. And you're not going to believe what the red flag of that date was. The second one. Okay. Okay. This person, like, we sit down, we're like talking, whatever, and okay, flirting and stuff like that to each other. But this person, like, I was talking to this person about something, and this person's like, shh. I was like, what? And he's like, oh, he's like, can you just move your head a bit? So I was like, okay, what? And he's like, that guy over there at the like, at the um front is kind of cute. Bitch, what? You gonna tell me that on this date? That another ninja is actually fucking cute? And you wouldn't stop. And this, mind you, this person would not stop staring at this ninja at the front. Oh, really? But we're on this date. Anyways, fast forwarding. Let's go to when we had to pay for our food. Okay. Now, I always had in mind that maybe he would have just taken the bill and then we would have just left. And I would have just gone home. Because right now I'm already pissed off with him, and I should have just let him taken the bill. This ninja just goes ahead and asks me, and we had a stare off. Like, it was crazy. After he asked me this, he's like, "Hey, are you gonna pay for the whole thing, or are we gonna split it?" And I just stared at him like that. In my mind, I was like, it was kind of, and in my mind, I was like freaking out, but at the same time, I was still pissed off with him, and I was like, maybe I should let him pay for it because he's the one who asked me to come on this date, right? I don't care if you had a car and you drove me around. I don't give a damn. You're the one who asked me to go on the date. Because right when the waiter came back, I was like, I'll just pay for mine and he'll pay for his. I'm not paying for your fucking food plus my food. For what? For why? After you did all of what you just did? The art gallery ish? And then telling me to shift to the side and be quiet so you can go look at someone else, some other guy, and you wanted me to pay for your damn food? Nah, it's not gonna be like that. So I just was like, okay, you know what? Um, so yeah, so got in the car, whatever. Um, I I think we made out in the car a little bit. I don't know why I even decided to engage in that. Um, I don't know if other stuff happened in the car, I'm not sure, but I can't really remember. I don't know if that's a lie or not. I don't know. But it's like um let's just say there's no comparison. Anyways, let's go let's move on to the date that I actually thought was the best, to be honest. But I keep thinking about this person too, and I hope this person ends up seeing it. But I've never ended up having this person on social media. It was only on like Tinder. But I really do miss this person because this date was actually fine. And mind you, this person paid for my thing without me. I didn't even expect, I was actually going to pay for my own stuff. That's the funny part. So, anyways, this person said we were talking on Tinder for a while, and this person ended up saying, "Hey, we should meet up." And I'm like, "Yeah, like me too." This person is so handsome. This was the most, ugh, god damn. God damn. I'm surprised we hugged each other. I was like, okay, okay. Especially in this neighborhood, like I was like, okay, 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 okay. And didn't think a person that this handsome is gonna be like that, like into me, and it made me feel so like, ugh. I almost ripped down my shirt. Like I'm so just thinking about them still. And anyways, as we left the restaurant, I think they walked me home. And I was like, you don't have to do that and stuff. I'm it's okay. Like you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. And they're like, no, it's okay. Like I want to walk you home because it was as we stepped up the restaurant, it was raining. And I didn't even know it was going to rain. And so I guess they had an umbrella and we walked all the way down the street of this restaurant to another street, and they walked down, like I can't believe they did all of that in the rain. Like they held the umbrella above me and we walked all the way to where I live. At the end I just didn't want to leave. I told him, I was like, today was actually really good. Like I really enjoyed today. And he even said like, yeah, me too. And we just smiled at each other staring, and it's like, I'm just like, I miss this person. I just miss this person. So yeah, so I'm just like, so yeah. So I got home. I think this person sent me a text after they got home. And they're like, "Hey, I just want to tell you something." And I'm like, "What?" And he was like, "Hey, I actually wanted to kiss you there." I was just like, why didn't you? I was like, but it did say I just didn't want to make it weird if I were to. And I'm like, in my mind, I was like, well, at the time, there wasn't really no one there, but at the same time, I do understand what you're saying because it's like this area is just filled with a lot of ignorant ass people that can um can just say something in a second if they were to see that happen. So I do understand this person, what this person was saying 50-50, but at the same time, I kind of wanted that to happen as well, too. But I guess on another time. We were talking for like months, I think. Maybe 2 months. I'm not sure. 2 months after. I have to admit, this person's a little older than me. So, in a way where it's like, but this person kept saying this thing where that irritated me. It was like, oh, I'm kind of old time-ish. When people who are, what, a couple years older than me always say that. And it's just like, if you've seen the um age gaps between most people nowadays, yeah. So what's with this? But then we ended up becoming friends. We actually had a hangout as friends, or friends. We had a hangout, but we actually just hung out to like somewhere downtown and then never really spoken much. Because I kind of noticed on that person at that like I kind of noticed with that person in comparison to the date we had that they seemed like they were on something. Like they seemed like so drowsy and like, ugh, like, wait, what? Like they kind of seemed like a little drowsy, and I was just like, I even asked the person, I'm like, hey, are you on something or something? And this person was like, what? No, no, no. What are you talking about? And it's just the way, like, they were kind of slurring their words, and it's like they weren't as energetic as they were on our first time that we saw each other. So that's kind of was like, but then again, we are here as friends. But then we never spoken, like, kind of after that. So it was like a week after, maybe, or two, and we never spoken. They ghosted me. But I actually ended up seeing this person maybe, let's say, um, ended up seeing this person months after at a Popeyes. And I was with my friend sitting down at the Popeyes, and we were just like talking and stuff, whatever. And I remember showing my friend the person, and my friend was like, "Isn't that behind you?" My friend was like, or my friend was like, "Look behind you" or something. And I looked behind, and I was like, I'm like, I seen that person just coming. Like, I think they got their food and they were just exiting. And where we were sitting, it was right by the door. And this person's exiting. This person looks at me, smirks, and just walks out. just like, really? You could have just. And usually I go to that Popeyes too by myself. So it's funny how I seen that person, but I was with a friend, and I didn't like how it's just like, ugh, that could have been so. It's just that I guess we argued a little bit too much on certain stuff, and I guess it wasn't really working out. So, whatever, you know? But yeah, so is being gay actually, like, does it actually suck? For majority of people, yeah, it can suck. And then for some, it actually works out. They end up getting married, they end up getting kids. So it's 50-50 for my opinion, it's 50-50. It works out for some and it kind of doesn't work out for the rest who actually are genuinely would be there for that one person they ever meet. But it's like there's so many disrespectful ass people in this world who would rather just be disrespectful and just not, you know, want peace. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know why I just did that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in a next vid. Goodbye.